Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, EAA announces a reduction in amateur-built aircraft accidents. Enlisted Air Force personnel to fly UAS missions. Army says World War II woman aviator may not be buried at Arlington National Cemetery. I'm Bree Cross. 2016 is on. It's January 4th, and this is Airborne Unlimited. The Experimental Aircraft Association has reported the safety level of home-built aircraft continues to improve as fatal accident totals have dropped significantly over a 12-month period, covering much of 2015. This is based on an analysis performed by EAA. The totals, which include fatal accidents during the 2015 federal fiscal year, which is October 2014 through September 2015, showed that fatal accidents in amateur-built aircraft registered in the FAA's experimental category fell 20% from the previous 12-month period. In addition, all fatal accidents for the experimental category, that includes racing aircraft, those used for exhibition only, research and development, and some types of light sport aircraft also fell. The fiscal year 2015 totals also bettered the FAA's not to exceed for that period. EAA is continuing its aviation safety focus with such efforts as recent FAA approval of an additional pilot during initial flight testing, a focus on transition and recurrent training, added focus on safety and proficiency through communications, and the inaugural Founders Innovation Prize competition that seeks new concepts to reduce loss of control accidents in amateur-built aircraft. Facing a shortage of unmanned aerial system operators, the U.S. Air Force is shifting its policy of only allowing officers to become unmanned system pilots. It's reported that as of this year, the Air Force is opening training for RQ-4 Global Hawk operations to enlisted personnel. The move is designed to bolster the number of qualified operators in the service, allowing for more daily combat air patrols while dealing with reduced budgets. It could also provide a morale boost among the enlisted personnel selected for the training. After the break, Army taken to task by the family of a World War II WASP flyer.
AML's patent-pending wireless induction charging system eliminates confusion over those charging cables, cuts down cockpit cable clutter, and allows you and your passengers to fly cordless and eliminate the cable nightmare. www.aviationmodificationleaders.com.
The KSN 770 is an affordable, WAS-enabled integrated MFD with a flexible hybrid user interface from Bendix King. Get your fingers on the 770's perfect blend of touchscreen and hard buttons. Easily control your GPS navigation, Navcom, weather, traffic, and terrain in any condition. For more information, go to bendixking.com.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Welcome back. If you would like to be a supporter of Airborne Unlimited, send an email to jim@aero-news.net. From 2002 until sometime last year, women Airforce Service Pilots who became famously known as the WASPs have been eligible for interment in Arlington National Cemetery with full military honors. But in 2015, then Secretary of the Army John McHugh ruled that the WASPs were not eligible. Now the family of WASP Elaine Harmon are working to reverse McHugh's decision so that her ashes can be inurned at Arlington, which the family says is her rightful final resting place. Harmon passed away in April at the age of 95. According to the Military Times, Harmon's family and others concerned about the situation have established a petition on the website change.org in an effort to overturn McHugh's directive. Harmon's daughter said that she hopes Congress will address the issue during confirmation hearings for incoming Secretary of the Army, Eric Fanning. We at ANN salute the women that serve in our armed forces and hope that this issue of honoring all World War II veterans, regardless of gender, can be resolved. Each week, we share with you an online video that one of our viewers found especially entertaining. We call it our Aero Video of the Week.
final liftoff has planned.
A CubeSat is really just a standard for a small spacecraft, and we're talking a very small spacecraft, 10 by 10 by 10 centimeters at the smallest on here.
As the world of space exploration expands, we are finding a new term called CubeSats. In this video produced by Jet Propulsion Laboratories, you'll find out just what these new types of satellites are all about. Search Crazy Engineering CubeSats on YouTube. After these messages, modeling bikinis is part of getting a flight attendant job in China.
Now certified, Aspen Avionics single-band ADS-B, ATX-100, and ATX-100G transceivers are the next-gen ADS-B solution that provides the features pilots need while keeping flyaway costs low. Check it out now at aspenavionics.com.
Redbird Flight Simulations is dedicated to revolutionizing flight training by designing, manufacturing, and delivering affordable and innovative flight training technologies. Each Redbird device is designed to enhance the training experience for pilots of all levels, from student to ATP. Redbird is quickly becoming the industry standard for flight training. Since Redbird introduced its revolutionary FMX in 2007, colleges, universities, and flight training operations around the world have integrated Redbird products into their curriculum. It's time to discover what Redbird can do for you. Join the migration.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. Flight attendants in China last week were apparently required to model in bikinis as part of a flight attendant selection process. The stunt did not sit well with the Association of Flight Attendants International, and they are speaking out about it. It has been only currently reported that an Alaskan Airlines airplane landed on a taxiway at Seattle-Tacoma Airport last month. It appears that after receiving a clearance to change runways, the airliner mistakenly landed on a parallel taxiway. Fortunately, it did not create an accident. The Florida Wings Spartans of the Civil Air Patrol won the 2015 National Cadet Competition and the Air Force Chief of Staff Sweepstakes Award Trophy. Cadets participating in the competition reached the national stage by winning group, wing, and regional competitions. Southwest Airlines has announced a new tentative agreement with Transport Workers Union Local 555, the union that represents more than 12,000 Southwest ground operations, provisions, and cargo agents. The agreement must now be confirmed through a ratification vote. One instructor has renewed his Master Instructor designation in the month of December. Master Instructors LLC said in a news release that Burton Stevens, Master CFI of Woodbury, Connecticut, has renewed his Master CFI accreditation. Well, that's our trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. When we reported on the Cessna 172 crash into an office building in Anchorage, Alaska last week, we knew that there was something to the story that was more than just the obvious facts of the crash itself. Now it's been learned from several sources that the plane crash appears to have been a suicide. Sources had reported that the pilot, Doug Damaris' wife, worked at a law firm with offices in the building that was struck by the airplane. A family spokeswoman confirmed that it was a suicide, but would not say how the family knew that the pilot had committed suicide, and asked that the media and others respect the family's privacy. It's a sad story, and it's fortunate that no innocent people were injured. Well, that's our program for today. Remember to get comprehensive real-time 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed daily Monday through Friday, with additional breaking news bulletins for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. Please join us and a growing roster of over 100 outstanding industry associations and organizations every weekday for the best in aviation and aerospace news from the staff of the Aero-News Network, the aviation world's most comprehensive news and information resource.